Hello and welcome to episode 10 of Stormy Weather. Here we are again, and hopefully we fixed our audio issues. I really apologize for episode 9. I know we were having some definite problems there with the audio. So part of it was I'm actually running OBS, and that is just some really great software that runs on Linux, and actually runs on everything. But yeah, trying some new things, always trying new things, and hope you're enjoying the broadcast. So again, this podcast is about weather, music, and other random things. Lots of fun coming to you locally from Bluffton, South Carolina, the South Carolina Lowcountry. So hope wherever you are, you're enjoying your evening. And I would love it if you supported us. You can just Venmo at Bear Notch Studios. So if you just go on your Venmo app and type in at Bear Notch Studios, you'll find us and you can send a donation. It is not free to do this, but it is not super expensive, but I'd love to continue to do more. And so if you'd like to support us, you can just send a Venmo, and I'd really appreciate that. All right, anyway, looking here, this is a beautiful night view of local Savannah. This is about 30 minutes away. That is looking right down the Savannah River, one of the largest ports here on the East Coast. And that boat right there in the close view, that is the Georgia Queen, a steamboat that still runs through Savannah. You can actually take a dinner cruise on it. It's really nice. And that hotel there with the red lights on top on the other side of the river, that is the Westin Hotel. And right next to that, the Savannah Convention Center. So yeah, if you're in the area, check that out. That can be pretty cool. So anyway, we're going to go here and look at our forecast here and see what's going on. All right, so as you can see here, we got it here on a loop. We're going to stop that loop and go here to the current time. Let's see, it is a little bit about 10:30 on February 10th in the evening here at East Coast time. You can see our local time here. This is 7 p.m., so not too long ago. And what's really interesting is the country is literally split in half. You've got this huge high pressure system in the north half and a low pressure system here in the bottom half of the country. And you can see, as we've been mentioning, a pretty large mid-Atlantic storm developing. And we're going to look at the temperature in a minute because it's actually been quite a dramatic shift in temperature. So tomorrow night, at this time, it looks like there will be a significant amount of snow and ice heading into the mid-Atlantic region. And that is a pretty strong low there coming into the mid-Atlantic, and then it's going to be pushing out into the Atlantic. But right behind it, another one. This one's going to really target the northeast, and certainly looks like it's going to hit those mountains up there in the northeast pretty well, the Appalachians. And looks like a little bit of severe weather possible down here in southern Georgia, possibly at the end of the week, but it doesn't look like it's going to be too significant. Then coming behind that, this is going to be a pretty major one here the week after, looking into February 15th, 16th. This is going to be over the weekend, next weekend. And as you can see here, this is a pretty strong system with severe storms extending down here into the Appalachian regions of Georgia and North Carolina and West Virginia, and snow on the other side of that. And you're going to see here, it is really going to provide some significant snow here in the western portion of this region, and then push out into the Atlantic, still maintaining a lot of strength. Somewhat of a nor'easter, but not quite the traditional path of a nor'easter. So really going to give a lot of snow here. It looks like Maine is just going to get hit pretty hard here. So they're going to get hit here kind of as it's approaching. They're going to continue to get hit as it's going into the Atlantic and continuing after. So if you're in northern Maine, it looks like you're going to have some snow here. Then it's quiet for a bit, and then the southeast is going to have, looks like we've kind of been looking at this for a little bit. This is a dip of cold weather, ice way down here into South Carolina, which is wild since it was just 80 degrees. And we'll look at that in just a second. But as you can see here, it looks like there's going to be some more cold weather on the way. So don't get too comfortable with the spring tease here because it's going to be coming back with some cold weather. Maryland, Virginia, looks like you are in for some more snow here into later February. And as we go through, looks like another system developing off the Atlantic. This really actually looks more like a traditional nor'easter, kind of building off the Atlantic there, and very strong circulation there. 975, that is near hurricane strength. If not, yeah, that is certainly hurricane strength. Although they would call it an extra tropical cyclone at this point in the year. They would not call that a hurricane. But that is going to bring some significant effects there to the northeast, it looks like. I am not an official weather person, meteorologist, but I'm a fan of weather. I'm a musician. I can kind of read the way things are going, and it's really neat to see today the access that you have to the data that really only used to be for meteorologists. Okay, so what I did want to show you guys here is this is also tropicaltidbits.com. What an amazing resource. So this is the current temperatures as of 7 p.m. This is what's crazy. So you can see down here in this region, 54 degrees, which is fairly normal for February. However, what is not fairly normal is where it was just 24 hours ago. So we're going to go to 7 p.m. on February 9th, which was just not that long ago. Look at that. 68 degrees, dramatic change of 20 degrees. And what was really amazing was earlier today, I actually wore a sweater to work, and we were feeling this. We were feeling this heat coming up from Florida. It literally felt like it was in the mid 70s, maybe 80 degrees down here in this corner where we are in the middle of the day. And I actually ran home to change into a short sleeve shirt because I wore a sweater this morning. And then I realized I should have kept my sweater because the temperature dropped dramatically in the afternoon. And being where it is now, yeah, it's wild. So you just kind of felt this cold air just move in all of a sudden. And let's actually go here to the Charleston Weather Service here. You can see yesterday record high temperature of 84 degrees there at the Charleston International Airport, which broke the record from 1949. So it was just a gorgeous day, felt like spring. And then here, check this out. They're showing here this graphic. This is a bit more of a crude graphic from the National Weather Service, but it is showing temperatures dropping into the low 40s tonight. So to go from 84 yesterday to low 40s is quite dramatic. So we did not expect that. So again, you know, I do want to spend here, let's check out total snowfall and see where things are looking. So you can go here over to total snowfall, and this will be an accumulated amount. So this is kind of cool to watch. So right now, obviously it's just starting at the current conditions. So how much snow will be accumulating over the next week or so? Let's look at going up to, we'll go about 2 weeks. So this would be Monday the 24th, would be 2 weeks from now. And you can see here a significant amount of snow in this region we've been talking about, mid-Virginia. And that's actually kind of wild because I will be traveling to that region. Yeah, so I should definitely bring the all-wheel drive car, that's for sure. It looks like that region is going to get hit. Yeah, kind of the middle of next week. So wild. Would like to also look at the temperature anomalies. This is a good one to look at. Again, I really enjoy this map, just showing you kind of where things are at. So here we are. Let's go back to Friday, and you can see warm, 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 very warm, super warm. I mean, yeah, it looks like 5, no, maybe more. Yeah, quite warmer than usual. And then, as you can see, here is that dip. This is today. It doesn't look that dramatic, but compared to where it was, it's fairly dramatic. Yep, there, as you can see. Now we're only a few degrees off normal. And then moving into the middle of next week, here comes that cold air building into, here it comes. Yes, as we were just talking about. Yeah, building into this whole East Coast. That's going to be dramatic. So again, this region right here, Virginia, North Carolina, you're going to get some snow. Yep. And again, this kind of lines up with, go back here to the precipitation in that time period. I think we want the one with the snow. All right, let's go to a little bit before that. Yeah, some things moving in here. Okay, right there. Yeah, it looks like it's going to be quite a bit of nasty weather there. Ice, rain. It looks like a significant amount of snowfall according to that one thing we were looking at there. So yeah, we'll have to be definitely safe traveling around that time period. And it is just going to continue to really impact that area. All right, let's look at a couple of spots around the country. This is, I may have mentioned in a previous episode that I am an avid skier, so I'm pulling up Ski Town here. This is Jackson Hole, Wyoming. Hopefully you guys can see that okay. Let me just make sure that you guys can see that. Yeah, there it is. Jackson Hole, Wyoming, and that's a great live shot, and they are dressed for the cold. So you can see, let's look at the temperature there right now in Jackson Hole, Wyoming. You can see right there, negative 10 degrees Celsius, so that is chilly. I think that's about 10 to 20 degrees Fahrenheit. On the other end of things, I wanted to show you this shot. This is some great drone footage. I'll try to maybe put the one of these drones in the description on YouTube. But look at this shot. This is Pixel Cam. You can follow their channel there. Just some incredible drone footage from Burke's Beach in Hilton Head Island. And this is not far from here. It's about 35-40 minutes from this location. But just gorgeous view of the Atlantic Ocean. And as you can see, it looks a bit more like spring type weather. This is really actually a really nice time to visit the Lowcountry. I know it may not seem like, you know, February would be the time to go to the beach, but if you get spring weather and you get lucky around this time of the year, it is just gorgeous. So let's actually look at where Burke's Beach is located. It's right here on Hilton Head Island, and as I mentioned, Hilton Head Island is actually shaped like a shoe. And this river here, this creek coming in, they call it a creek. It's more like a giant river. This is Broad Creek, and lots of dolphins in Broad Creek. It's really amazing. If you kayak in here, you'll see dolphins, very likely. And if you follow the river, it almost splits the island in two. I mean, if this, you know, ever connected to the other side, you'd really have two islands. So it's a good thing they built two bridges. This is the bridge from Bluffton into the mainland of Hilton Head Island, and then this is what they call the Cross Island Bridge, which connects the north end to the south end. So we refer to this as the north end here in Hilton Head. This is kind of mid-island, and this is considered the south end. So this is generally where a lot of the tourists are, more in the south end. We got the airport in the north end, and Burke's Beach is kind of right in the middle between those two areas, kind of mid-island, and just a beautiful spot. We kind of zoom in here, and if you're looking to stay somewhere, Marriott Surf Watch is right there, and several other hotels. So great spot. This park is really nice. A lot of tennis courts and all sorts of things. And so you can enjoy that. One other local area I wanted to highlight, and this is somewhere I enjoy going, is really just a great kind of local find if you're in the area. This is Port Royal, which is an area of Beaufort. I think Port Royal is actually its own entity. I'm not sure if it's its own, I think it's its own zip code. I don't know if it's its own separate town. It's part of the Beaufort region, which is north of here. We'll look at the map in a minute. But the farmers market is open every single Saturday, year-round, 9 to 12, rain or shine. It's right near the Naval Heritage Park. Truly the best local farms, seafood, We have truly amazing land around here and amazing farmers. And just to kind of show you some of the stuff you can see there at the Port Royal Farmers Market, I'll go here to the gallery. And just, I mean, look at these tomatoes. Those are local. And, you know, grocery stores sometimes have good stuff, but okra, I mean, you cannot get anything fresher than this. I've been there before. There's people that make homemade pasta. Look, there's some blackberries. It looks amazing. Every single Saturday, it doesn't matter. Here, we'll look at some more photos. They're open every single Saturday. I mean, look at that. Look at that. I mean, unbelievable. Support your local farmers and pick up some food. There's some homemade bread. Absolutely amazing. You got flowers. You got strawberries. I mean, you got homemade pasta. There's really no reason not to go. It's awesome. I highly recommend it. So yeah, let's kind of look at like where this is in relation to the Lowcountry. So Port Royal, I sort of think of Beaufort as, you know, it's not New York City, but it sort of has these different areas, different little islands that connect to it. That sort of makes me think of the New York City region. So Beaufort, Old Town, the center of Beaufort is right here. And we'll probably spend another episode talking more about that. But you have Beaufort right there, and then you have the Marine Corps Station, you've got Port Royal, you've got Paris Island down here, you've got kind of over here St. Helena Island, beautiful state park, we'll talk about another episode, Hunting Island, you got Fripp Island. This is all just considered the Beaufort region, all this up here. And Port Royal is kind of smack in the middle of this. Very historical. I believe, you know, if we read about this, Port Royal was founded in, 1562. So, I mean, that's actually older than Plymouth Rock. So, yeah, a lot of people don't know that. Pretty wild. So just a really cool area, a lot to explore, as I've mentioned in other episodes. But I highly recommend checking out that farmer's market every single Saturday. It's open, so rain or shine. All right, well, I hope you guys have had a great day. And again, if you would like to support the broadcast, just go to Venmo and type in @Baronach Studios. You can send a donation. That would be huge. That would be awesome. You could buy a cup of coffee, or you could buy some really great equipment. Check the description, subscribe to this channel, tell your friends. Yeah, it's a lot of fun, and we made it to episode 10, so that's kind of a great accomplishment. So happy to be doing this, and hope you're enjoying it as much as I am. Have a great night.